Hello, hello. It is that time. We're back. It's time for the reveal. If you didn't get a chance to watch the last video, or if you just want to check in to see how things played out for you at the end of the 2-week period, go back and watch that video now. For this week, the next 2 weeks ahead, we're going to take a look and see what that snapshot is for us. What are the energies that we're dealing with? What are the energies that we need to tune in on or focus in on to help us get through the next couple of weeks. So at the very end of this, we're going to put all 4 of these cards together and see what they look like for us as a collective. First, we're going to tune into each card that you chose. So let's check in. If you chose card number 1, you chose the Wall. This is about obstacles. So are you feeling like you're feeling challenged right now? Do you feel like you've run up against a brick wall? Maybe like things are going along perfectly fine and all of a sudden things are halted or delayed, or it feels like there's some inconveniences that are happening or extra shit that you've got to deal with before you can move forward. This card suggests that it's time for you to not stop on the plan. This is not telling you to not follow through. This is telling you to stop, listen, look, check your senses for anything that is out of place. So tune into your higher self. You want to make sure that you're checking in with your intentions, checking in with your program, check your own attitude. Are you doing the things for the right reasons? Are you still doing the things with the same intention that you started out with? Making sure that you're being humble, you're being that person that is very rooted to the cause, and making sure that you're doing things for still those same intentions. Tuning into your higher self. Does this still feel right? Am I still doing things for the reasons that I say? And being that being of light and spreading the positivity and making sure that you're still coming from a space of positivity and a place of internal satisfaction. Okay, so making sure that there's that everything is checked is going to help you move forward through this situation. So that's all it is. It's not telling you to stop what you're planning on doing, not telling you any of that stuff. Sometimes an obstacle will tell us, that we're meant to do something different. This is not telling you that. This is telling you check your attitude, check yourself, and then you can move forward. Okay, so if you chose card number 2, you chose Dragon's Hoard. This one says protecting the future. So this card talks about seeing things from the big picture, okay? What is it that you value in your life right now? Are those things going to be valuable to those people in the world that are left here after you're gone, right? So this talks about cleaning out your space maybe right now. Focusing on what it is that's important to you now that is still going to be important after you're gone. Or things that you can pass on to those around you, even right now as you're still here. So, tuning in. What is it that I want to get rid of my life, or rid of in my life, that I don't want to pass on to others? What is it that I can teach others even now? So maybe this is about work or friendship or family. What is it that I can teach others or pass on to others that's of value? So this may be knowledge. This could be something like family tree things. This could be, gifts that you bring with you. This is very much community minded at this point. So this talks about how can you be part of the community? How can you be part of building a bigger and better place? This is on whatever scale that you're in. This could be, like I say, at a workplace. This could be at a family place. Or this could be on a bigger level if you're involved with a lot of people. Maybe you're a teacher, and maybe, you're working on sharing those things with your students. The situation brings on endless possibilities. So whatever it is that you are tuning into, look at it on whatever scale that you're working on, and just make sure that you are keeping all of the things of value and not keeping anything that's not of value to you. Now, if you chose card number 3, you chose Deep Quiet. So this card talks about might be time to get into meditation. Look at the art on these cards. Isn't that nice? Get into meditation. You may be feeling a little ungrounded right now, or a little bit all over the place, a little bit unable to focus. This is telling you get grounded, get in your space. Make sure that you make time to get in your quiet space. This is going to help you to deal with anything and everything that's happening around you, because you are going to feel grounded and feel rooted within yourself, okay? This is going to help you decide what is going to happen next. How can I make a difference? How can I do things? I'm not just feeling with this card that you're going to just meditate and stand by and watch everything happen. This is a card of learning how to focus, learning how to get into the situation, but also learning how to do the things and follow through and move forward that way. So what is it that you are going to discover when you get into that space of meditation? You're going to learn how to do the follow through, which is really awesome. Now, if you chose card number 4, you chose Horned Cactus. This talks about resourcefulness. Do you feel like your ideas have expired? Do you feel like things have taken too long to come to light? This card says, let's focus on not what's lost. This says you're going to need to dig a little deeper into your toolkit and decide, how can I work with this idea that I think is gone? It's not. This is telling you that it's going to exist in a different form. So get creative. Get on this track to get away from the idea that the idea is lost and get back on track of saying, okay, how can I work with what I've got? The universe is telling me that the way that the things were planned out or mapped out in my mind or mapped out already are not coming to light because they're supposed to be followed through in a different aspect. So this is telling you exactly that. Follow the idea on the new path, if that makes sense. So it's going to be, you're going to be looking now for a way to see things in a new light, which is really cool. Now, if we look at all 4 of these cards together, we're going to look at this as a collective. We may be experiencing some blocks, some restrictions, some anxieties right now. We're not feeling like we can just go full speed ahead. We're maybe feeling like, I'm not sure if now's the time. We're just a little bit hesitant. This is a good time to take advantage of checking ourselves, checking our own intentions. Where is it that we are focusing on in the universe? I'm looking at this bright light right here on the card. And this is like, let's keep our eye focused on the horizon. Let's keep our eyes focused on what it is that's for the highest collective good. So checking ourselves. So what is our intentions, okay? Protecting what it is that is to be valued in the future, to be protected as a collective. So what is important as a human race, as a collective, as a group, whether it's work, whether it's, the whole environment, whether it's the whole world as a collective, protecting what it is that's important to us that's going to benefit the rest of the world as well. So looking at things from a bigger perspective. Getting into meditation, finding ourselves, getting in that quiet space, that's going to help us get grounded and appreciate everything around us. It's going to help us decide what the next step is, okay? And working with what we've got. We're in a day and age where we're used to having so many things at our fingertips, but there are a lot of delays that are happening in this world as we know it right now. So this card says, let's get creative. work with what we've got, not focusing on what it is that are ideas that have dried up. Let's focus on what it is that we have and how can we work with these things to get creative instead of getting frustrated. Okay, and look at all of these cards. There is a white light in every single card. So this is saying, be the light. Stay in a positive, uplifting space where not only for yourself and for others, that, for the universe, you're just being a light. You're bringing that positivity into the space and you're sharing that with others. Love these cards. It looks like, nothing too intense this week. It feels like, just working through what it is that we're working through. We want to check ourselves at the gate. We want to make sure we stay focused and bring in that creativity, to bring in that that sense of newness to an old situation even. This could be about relationship too, like your relationship with others or someone. Maybe we need to find a new way to bring this relationship to life again. So love these cards. Enjoy the next couple of weeks ahead. Check out the last video, see how that worked out for you. And we'll meet again in another couple weeks. Take care and bye for now, guys.